It's a pleasure to welcome back to Seattle one of our all-time favorite guests who loves Jimi Hendrix as intro music, by the way. Richard Lewis is on every one of those greatest comedians of all time lists. His guest appearances on the big TV talk shows number in the hundreds and thousands even. What?
My family didn't put me on it. They took me. They erased it. When I heard that song, it's great to see you guys.
Good to see you, Richard.
You guys are my
Ladies and gentlemen, forget the rest of the intro. Richard Lewis.
Oh, screw the intro.
Yeah.
I was thinking of at Ohio State when someone said you got to hear this Hendrix. I had never heard him before, and I had never smoked opium before. I smoked it and nothing. But that I put the headphones on and I heard that album and
the opium kicked in.
I just fell asleep like a baby. I thought I was. I dreamt of hip Chinese people having sex, but I had nothing. Nothing happened to me.
Nothing for you, but
No,
still,
nothing,
it was a good experience. The music and the stereo headphones.
that album when you hear it for the first time.
Stereo headphones and drugs. Wow,
Huh?
what a flashback. Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding, man.
Boy. It's still clean, right? Still none of that stuff.
What? Me? Yeah, almost 20
stereo
years
headphones.
sober
Yeah.
in about a month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Yeah, but that's just my journey, man. I wouldn't be seeing you again. Somehow left Andrew. I heard he's kicking butt. He's a
Andrew
funny
is
cat,
doing.
man.
He's in Kickin' Butt, Nevada, this weekend. Actually, that's the name of the town. At Chuckles, a little place.
I don't know how he drives around from. He drives from city to country to country. City to
all
city?
over the United
He's in
States.
Belgium
Yeah.
tomorrow night, isn't he?
He's in
Driving
Belgium,
there, yeah.
Wisconsin.
Well, he can always. If it ever works out, you tell him there's an open invitation. Always open for me, man. I love his stuff. I always did. Even when he was just starting out, he made me laugh. He's very authentic, man.
Thank you very much. Very nice. You gave me the best Christmas gift that a Jew could give, which was to perform at our Christmas show.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a blast, man.
Yeah, that
And
was
the-
fun.
Boy, and the band was rocking. They love this band. They go nuts. They go nuts.
Spike and the Impalers. You want us to open for you tonight? We can
Huh?
set up
What?
at the parlor. We'll come down.
No, unfortunately, I'm allergic to the word spike.
My apologies.
That's the only reason.
Otherwise,
no.
yeah.
Otherwise, they
If you
could
could
do the
legally
show.
change it by 5 o'clock.
I'm not actually in Seattle.
You're in Bellevue tonight.
It's at Bellevue Hospital. That's
Bel-
where I
yeah,
should
no,
be.
Bellevue
after
is
45 years.
right.
It's
East
sort of
Coast
an-
Bellevue is one of those words for you. We're
Well,
gonna sip 'em off
Bellevue
the
is sort
top.
of an
Yeah.
upper class kind of joint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The parlor is a swanky place right in the middle of the most high rent area of our state.
Wow.
That they share. You'll be sharing the same building with Microsoft. One of their big headquarters is right there. Right. They can take
I got 8 minutes left. What are you giving me, this MapQuest crap? I couldn't care less what building I'm in.
I know you
What
don't-
kind of fruit stores do they have in the neighborhood, you
Actually,
moron?
they got a wonderful one right down the road.
No, it's a beautiful club. I
beautiful
played it
place,
many
yeah.
times.
It's a
and
freaking pool
but-
hall. Who are you kidding? It's a pool hall.
It's a pool hall.
It's
with
a
a
pool
club.
hall, you
Dude.
idiot. I
Yeah,
keep
what are you,
telling you.
nuts?
You know I love you.
It's an
You know I love
upscale.
you.
It's
Where's Jody, by the way?
Jody's
There's Jody.
right
Now,
over
you're
there.
a new addition to this show, aren't you?
In the last 4 years.
Yeah, I was here the last time
Well,
you
I
were
haven't
here.
been here in a couple of years.
Yeah, I was probably hiding in the back
Well, I
somewhere
streamed
drinking
the
out
show
of a bottle.
many times, and you were in the bathroom. It's not my fault.
That's true.
I used to be
Yeah.
in the bathroom all the time. Good night, everybody.
Yeah. By the way, don't ever talk about Richard.
Why not?
When he's not here and think that he's not listening. Because you actually listen to the show.
Before I come to a city?
Yeah.
If anyone blasts me,
Yeah.
they're dead.
Yeah, we
They're
talked
dead.
about you after. It's a good thing we said good things.
You can
Only good
blast me.
things?
I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
This is my 45th year, man.
Right.
And I don't know if Curb's coming back for a 9th season, so we can get that out of the way. But it was
But
a great
you're
run.
doing so many big things. You have a book, you have DVD box sets, you have a big Bogdanovich
I did
movie.
a book with Owen. Yeah, I play a redneck. I opened the scene with I'm practically naked with boxer shorts and a cowboy hat, and I'm a moron. And Sybil Shepherd's my wife, but this beautiful woman's our prostitute daughter. Imogene Pooch is a name you'll remember. She has like 8 movies coming out at once. but
She's going to be a big
huge.
deal.
She's phenomenal, but I'm like an idiot. And it doesn't matter that I'm a Jew, but I never wore boxer shorts and black socks and a cowboy hat. So when the door opens and you see me like that, I should have stuck a watermelon down there. I don't know, like Spinal Tap. My wife would have gone to everything. Hey, my husband, hi, Richie.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm decent. But,
You let it hang out a little bit, though.
Huh?
I mean, you're like...
I wasn't going to. I would let the
for you to
squash
be-
hang out. Then
but
it
no,
would
but
have
I
blown
mean,
the whole gig.
I know, but for you to be mostly nude in a scene, that's a big deal, isn't it?
It was huge,
Yeah.
and I lost a lot of weight for it. I was I pulled a De Niro. I was like 128 pounds.
Come on.
I swear to God.
What method did you use to lose the weight?
Anxiety and depression.
That's it. It's the best. It's the
Anxiety,
best.
depression is unbelievable for a diet. Really, I'm not anorexic. You're thin too. You've lost a lot of weight.
I have. I use those.
No,
but
low carbs is it for me.
exercise and low carbs. That's it. That's
it,
all
but
it
you
is.
can't eat. I remember. He passed away. Dudley Moore. We were eating it. We were eating so much, and I said, "God, you're eating an entire venison, 8 pounds of butter." This is before I knew about the carb thing. He
Right.
says, "I take a pill. It's I take Lipitor, whatever it was. I'm 18. That's what my number is." He said, "I said, yeah, but if you continue to eat 5 pounds of butter every day, you're gonna have a heart attack." So we were both drunk anyway, so
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. But you can't eat. Fish is better than eating. Steaks every night.
Steak is a sometimes food.
Oh, is that how you do
That's
it?
how they do it up for kids on Sesame Street, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Not every
Cookie
day.
is
Bacon's
sometimes
sometimes
food.
Mr. Cookie talks about the carb diet.
Well,
I haven't watched Sesame Street.
they
since-
have to be more politically correct now.
They
what I
toned
did?
down the Cookie Monster because he says you can have them, but not all the time.
Can you do me a favor? Can we get off this subject? Annoying me.
Well, I want to ask you about
It
Dudley.
means nothing to me. I don't have any children. I have a rescue dog. If I put on Sesame Street, it bites me.
Yeah.
You said you were drinking with Dudley Moore. Was he really a big
He was-
drinker?
yes, and
Okay.
so was I.
Yeah,
but
'cause
he
he-
was one of the nicest, most talented geniuses I've ever known. When I was in Ohio State, I didn't want to come back after I graduated, so I stayed and I worked for the PBS station. The first year they had Sesame Street, and I'm like, it's a stereotype: Jews can't screw in a light bulb, that kind of thing, and I can't. And I had to run the film projectors and put in. I don't know. I don't even know the names, but I couldn't do any of this stuff. And it was like this neo-Nazi general manager, and like I would put in like a slide coming up the new Sesame Street, and it'd be like a pubic hair on the slide, and people would be lighting up the station. Whose hair is that? And the Cookie Monster was backwards, and his head was on his. It looked like he was.
Oh, wow.
I don't know.
So
I'll
you
tell
have,
what he was
you have
doing.
Sesame Street history.
Yeah, that's why
Yeah.
I'm a little hostile towards
Yeah,
Sesame Street.
I see. I understand.
I mean, because I had a neo-Nazi general manager, and I kept putting the slides in backwards, and I got fired. Screw him.
Yeah.
You know.
Let's move on from Sesame Street. So you have a book. You've written
Yeah,
a book.
I wrote a book. It's
Yeah.
like Edgar Allan Poe did something like this. He wrote his Darkness, and then he had an artist. It was Manet, a great impressionist, who illustrated. And I have a friend, Carl Totola, who's a genius in New York, and he illustrated the book. It's coming out hopefully in the spring. And the box set has really interesting stuff. A movie I did for Saturday Night Live in '79 called Diary of a Young Comic. All these things were never out on DVD. And a Magical Misery Tour. I remember asking Ringo, I said, do you mind if I rip off that title and use Magical Misery Tour? And I can't use the words you use. He says, I couldn't give a blah, blah, blah.
what you do with Beatles stuff, right?
I love Beatles stuff. Well, who doesn't,
Yeah.
And,
Well, I
and
can't believe you asked Ringo, the one guy who had nothing to do with
Did
it.
Ringo say, sure, it's okay with me?
Oh, go ahead, mate. Go ahead. Steal it all. Go ahead. Put it out there.
Yeah.
Have a bagel, something in if you like. I don't care what you do. Sure.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what he said.
I'm telling you.
He couldn't care
Don't let
less.
John know you're doing this, or Paul, God forbid. He'll be up
Don't
your
let
anus.
Yoko know. You didn't ask Yoko, did you?
Yes, I've never met Yoko. That's one of the people I want to meet, I think.
Yeah, I think she was good. I think she got
I
the
know,
blame.
She didn't break up
Yeah.
the Beatles.
Yeah.
I used to write a joke. I did it on one of my specials 30 years ago that she broke up Martin and Lewis. Because everybody was so angry at him.
Oh,
Right.
my God.
But I'm here. I'm in Seattle, and yet I'm in Bellevue.
At the
Yeah,
parlor.
at the
So
parlor.
I shouldn't even consider it Seattle. It's are they competitive with Seattle?
No,
people?
not really. I mean, it's East Side. It's over the pond, over the lake
So
to
it's
the
like
east side.
it's like Fifth Avenue in New York, the East Side.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's the Middle East Side, but like
that
the Upper East
explains
Side.
the 12
It-
butlers
Lower
that
East Side.
walked in last
It
night.
might be like Long Island would be in New York, where people that don't want to live right in the heart of the city and have a little.
They go
bit
over a
of
little
money.
piece of water
Yeah.
and they
That
live on
was
an
the
island.
most profound statement I have ever heard in my
I
life.
appreciate
The
that.
Long Island analogy to
Yeah.
Bellevue?
Yeah, it's kind of that. It's a
You
suburb.
you need an intervention.
Yeah, I live there, by the way.
In Bellevue?
Yeah.
I'm the least classy guy that lives there.
He lives in the.
Don't put yourself
They
down.
only,
Well-
they only let me live there because I've been there a long time.
I know
I'm
you're a long
grandfathered
time.
in.
Be quiet a second. Stop putting yourself down. Self-deprecation doesn't do it. It doesn't help yourself. I haven't stopped putting myself down since I came out of the womb.
You've made a good career.
It's a
out
good
of it.
living
I
in it, yeah.
emulate a guy like yourself.
That's because I had to be truthful. I hated myself.
Did you ever have a midlife crisis, or has your whole life been in
It's spread out
crisis?
throughout an entire
First
life.
of all, in your 60s, I have a mid-grave crisis right now.
1 foot in, 1 foot out.
I actually get letters now from cemeteries, Bob. How do you like this? It's near a fishing pond. Like, I care. When
Are
you
they
get
trying to-
after 50, you
Yeah.
start getting. I was on the
Yeah.
cover of Art magazine.
Were you really?
I almost threw up. I don't know. I said to my publisher, how did I even get on
I
here?
got your
Now,
gig.
Richard, you may be interested in this actually.
Oh, here you go again. You know, you're 0 for 9. I just say this and I love you.
This one may perk your
This
interest.
is the worst you've ever been in 5 years I've known you. I don't know. Are you all right?
Yeah,
You
well-
want me to buy you breakfast?
I wish.
By the way, the
I'm on a
food you
diet.
have here, the woman who came, one of the people that the intern
Uh-huh.
says, "You'll never believe this." I went, "What?" She went, "There's coffee." You know, like it was like having
You know,
bagels and lox.
Well,
And, you
I'm
know.
feeling real guilty because
tell me what you can say.
our
I'm
buddy
teasing you. I
First
love
of
you.
all,
Go
our
on.
buddy Dennis at Blazing Bagels, if he knew you were coming, and I should have told him, he would have a big old chunk of challah bread for you.
We
like
did last
had
time
so
down here.
anti-Semitic. Why? Just because I'm a Jew? What if I hated
No,
bagels?
because I remember you grabbing a handful last time and loving that
Yeah.
stuff.
That's because I was anorexic
But,
and I
but
had
what
to
I
eat
want to
something.
tell you about is they're trying to sell me a plot right now.
How long is this story going to last?
gonna
Because
be a
I'm only-
quick
because
one.
this is a
This is
different.
Richard
I
Lewis's
gotta-
time,
I
yeah.
got.
If you're-
I only have 14
But-
minutes. I'm down to 7 minutes.
right, how did
and
we-
you're telling these stories.
how did
Christopher
we
Columbus
start-
was born in
Now,
Genoa.
listen to this.
That's a little
I
known
don't
fact.
need
He
to hear
wasn't
all
lucky.
this
You want to
crap.
hear this one? Trust
All
me.
right, let me go
How
on.
did we start this whole interview? Whose music do you love?
Jimi Hendrix. I
How-
like a lot. The Cream, Neil Young, Dylan. I
How
could
would you
go-
like to be buried within,
Lou
say,
Reed, a
15
good friend of
feet,
mine? What?
15 feet of Jimi Hendrix? They want me to buy the plot right now.
15
Is that
feet from
true?
Jimmy
I
Hendrix.
yeah, I can get you within 15 feet of Hendrix. He's buried right over here in Renton, about 3 miles from my
I
house.
should go see his. I should go.
It's Greenwood Cemetery, it's called, and I know the sales.
I'd rather just go home and hear his music.
All right.
Yeah.
So that's the story.
Yeah, they're
Let me
trying
just
to
say right now, can I have the bootleg of that? Can I have that tape sent to me? You know? I'm going to
Joe,
play it every night. If I
you're-
want to get,
oh,
I'm not going to
man,
get
Joe.
divorced. I have a great wife, but that's the story. If I play it, she said, "I'm out. I'm
He's
out of
eating
here."
you up, Joe.
The
He's eating your
cemetery
ass
story
up.
about
Yeah.
Oh
Hendrix.
no,
Joe, are
it's
you on a
fact.
commission from this cemetery?
No,
Since he's walked in here, you've been trying to sell him a cemetery
If I
plot.
can sell-
that was your whole plan
If
all
I
along.
can sell 3, I get 1 free. That's the deal.
you got a
and they're
cemetery
all
plan?
Can
really.
I use this here's shameless. I'm at Parlor Live tonight, 2 shows and 2 Saturday, then I'm out of here. So I'm going to open up with the cemetery story.
Yes, and seriously,
And close with it if
and
it kills.
you do open with the Hendrix music too.
and
That's
if,
always.
you,
Yeah.
if you really
35
want to
years.
see, you're within 5 miles of where Jimmy is.
Let me alone with your cemetery.
He's still
I'll tell you the part you would love is when they
Oh God, shut up!
they dug him up and moved him. And
Get
that-
out.
in the dead
yeah,
of
oh,
night.
yeah.
They did.
They
Yeah,
They
didn't
buried
tell
him with the
anybody.
guitar. with
Yeah.
the
Yeah, well,
Stratocaster?
he used to just have a tiny little plaque about the size of my laptop computer.
You're not a you don't call it a plaque. That's what you get when you're like an elk.
Yeah, or whatever. It was
For
flat.
meritorious service
Nice
and for ability to
vocabulary,
remain
an
dead.
elk.
It was cheap, flat in the ground. They built this huge shrine once they started getting
He
some
deserves it
royalty
all,
money.
man.
But they had to dig him up and move him to stick him under the shrine in the dead of the night. But if you go over there, you won't
Well,
have
who-
any.
well, this is, I'm sure his family has something to do with this.
Yeah, it was his
Sister,
family.
right,
Yeah,
yeah.
his sister Janie.
Janie. Yeah, yeah, I know. Listen, the guy's, he's it's Hendrix. So I'm already thinking of them digging me up if I have a shrine.
I'm sorry.
They'd have to
We'll
move you
move
with
on.
Hendrix.
I'm going to have
You
the
better
only
get that written
casket
in.
with bad posture. It'll be bent over. I am going to bury myself with music.
Are you?
You know what my biggest fear is?
What?
My biggest
Well,
fear.
we only have 18 minutes left.
No, but you don't have
Biggest
that.
fear?
Oh, that's true. You want them
your
alphabetically or what? That my eyes are going to open up.
What is your biggest fear?
What, you dead?
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh my God, that's horrible.
that's my fear.
I mean, like people be walking up, paying their respects, and like,
Yeah, and I hear it all, and my ears hear everything.
and then
But I'm not going to be cremated because if I feel that if I get first of all I'm going to drink when I get up there.
You're going to drink again because you're only
I'm
drinking
going to
until
do every
yeah.
drug unknown to man.
I thought
And
about
you guys
this
are,
too.
marijuana is legalized here. What?
It's totally
drugs?
legal here. Yeah.
Wait, it will be. Is it already?
It's already. Here's the thing. It's
You can
already
get it,
legal,
you
but
can
they
get it, but-
they
yeah.
haven't opened the stores. It's legal now.
Right.
Theoretically, the only legal. There's no legal way to get it, but it's completely legal if you have it,
Oh.
which makes no sense.
If an
Well,
ounce falls from
TMZ
the
followed
sky-
me, and I parked in front of one of those medical places with the green,
Yeah,
with
the
with
green
the
cross.
weed,
right?
and they would, and I'm sober.
and you were
So
going
then
to
I
the
said,
you were
"Hey,
going
you
to the place
moron."
next door.
I said,
right?
I thought I'm buying a 4-leaf clover for an Irish chick I used to make love with, and then that was all.
That was it.
The more I lied, the more it looked like I was
Do
going off the
people
wick.
occasionally say you're not sober just because they've
Because
think
the way I talk.
Yeah.
Yes.
wow.
And I couldn't care less. I know what I am. 20 years is a long time.
What do
God.
What do you think of TMZ? People that hang around the
I don't
airport
care.
taking
I
pictures
goof
of
on
you.
them. I destroy them. I said, "This is what you want to do for your life. Just follow people around and antagonize them."
It is what they want to do.
Yeah, but I said, have a good career, and have a good. And once Paul Newman, he had just died. I was coming off the airport, getting my luggage, and I said, "Do you mind?" And they were asking me. I know Levin. I know these guys. But they're young. They're making a living. It's cool. So I don't really get angry. I'm not Sean Penn. God forbid they go to Sean Penn.
Punch in the face.
It's over. It's over and out. But I sort of play with them. I have fun with them. And then they get happy. Otherwise, they want you to get angry.
That's
when
what
they
the
show
money
it.
is for them.
And
Yeah,
that's where the
uproar.
money is. So
Some celebrities that aren't blessed with your wonderful talents, that's their only talent is being famous. They need those guys, right?
I couldn't. I don't know. So what about this Hendrickson? They moved him in the dead of night.
Yeah.
Wait till you start. Wait till you turn. How old are you now? About 40?
Oh, thank you. Oh, my best friend right here.
How old are you?
50.
Are you really?
Yeah.
You haven't started getting plot postcards?
Yeah, that's what I was telling you. She's
Why do
trying
they
to sell
send
me.
you plot postcards with a view? Who wants a view? A room with a plot with a view?
That's true.
I just don't get it. You know what? One
But
thing
you
I want
do
to tell
want a
everyone in
piece of
Seattle: know this. I got all my health, all my insurance and life insurance. I got married at 57, so I didn't think about this. But if you have kids, let's say right now, if you get a life insurance policy for a 5-year-old, let's say you get a $5 million life insurance policy for your son and he's 5, it's like about $4 a year. If you wait till you're 40 or 50, it's a joke. Or health, you get, let's say you got Mercedes-Benz, standard, for health insurance.
Yeah.
You get a nurse every day. They play records for you. They play with
Sponge
you.
bath.
You do it when you're
Badminton.
5.
Nice.
Right, and the
$4 a
premium's like about $1 a year.
Oh.
No, but check it out. I'm
You
telling
were selling him a plot. Now you got him selling Spike Life Insurance.
No, because I don't have any kids.
I'm going to sell Jody Weed as this moves
Yeah,
around the room.
as a-
I
Those
don't
are
need
on the-
any. I'm good. Thank you.
I didn't like that. Like on our
No,
benefits.
but doesn't that make any sense?
Yeah.
I mean, if you try to get, I don't know what, it's none of my business, but if you try to get, policies now,
I have life insurance on me, but I don't put any on my kid because I feel that's bad luck. I don't want to bet. I
That's
don't want to.
sad.
I don't want to bet against my kid.
No, honey, go hang gliding. You
Yeah,
should.
it's not worth it.
Yeah, wear this aluminum suit.
I've got life. I've got life
Get
insurance.
out there. Yeah,
I got
I'll
life
live a little.
insurance on
That's
2.
the most
You haven't
selfish
swam with
statement
sharks
I've
yet?
ever-
He wants it to pay off.
No,
Otherwise
I've
it's a
got
waste
life
of money.
insurance on 2 people, me and him.
Hey, go swim with the sharks, you moron. You're a mean father. I hope you
No, I'm saying I don't want to bet for bad luck. I don't want to wish
I
anything
get
bad
it.
to happen.
I'm a little dyslexic. I heard it the wrong
Yeah,
way.
no, I wouldn't dare say, oh,
that's very
that
sweet of you.
$10,000 check comes in so handy now that I've lost the
A $10,000
the whole
life
reason
insurance?
of my life.
What's he going to do? Go away for the weekend and buy gum?
Well,
What's that?
that's because when you sign up for your company benefits, they say, do you want life insurance on your kid? $10,000 for like $1. It's like, no, I don't want to bet $1 on my kid to die. I don't want the $10,000.
He has never rambled this much. This is what I put my audiences through. Now, I'm going to kill myself.
There's going to need to be somebody
But
after you're gone.
That's
Richard.
just
I'm
what I
learning
do.
from
I
the
don't
best.
have an act, and I just ramble like you.
That's what we
But
do, 4
now
hours a
I
day.
realize why some people try to shoot me in the head. But I'm not in Seattle. I'm in, where am I
In
again?
Bellevue
Bellevue.
tonight.
Oh, Bellevue.
Richard Lewis in Bellevue. Richard,
I love you guys.
You're the best. You with the black sunglasses, dressed in black. Were you and Johnny Cash the first people to dress in black?
No, I don't think so. There was an old TV show back in this. Go on YouTube and look for Have Gun Will Travel. His name was Paladin. He had a card, Have Gun Will Travel. He wore black. That was the first, and it blew my mind. And Johnny Cash wore it, and I wore it. I don't know who else wears it. A lot of people wear black now, but
It's very in now to wear black.
well,
yeah.
they ripped off, my suits from hell. They
Rock
ripped that
stars,
off.
tech
At least
guy.
I got that in the Connecticut book, the Yale Book of Quotations. I was using I stopped using it because they used to applaud. I came from a blah 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 from hell because I was a victim. That was the whole metaphor. I'm a victim. So I started using it in the late 70s. In fact, I would do a joke and Letterman would say, I know it was a party from hell. And then everyone would
You
laugh.
did the From Hell thing,
So I
right?
stopped using it but then everyone.
But what's your new book called?
It's called Reflections from Hell. All right, so I'm a prostitute. I'm exploiting myself.
Re-explain.
You're a hooker from hell.
Yeah.
Huh?
You're a hooker from hell.
And it's illustrated Reflections from Hell. Do
And
you
my
have
dog
any-
is named Pooch from Hell. In fact, my whole life is ruined now.
You're always seen in black, but do you have something at home you like to wear, Richard?
No,
like a
it's all-
paisley,
anything
No.
with the bright color.
paisley
No.
shirt, pink polka dot pajamas.
When I had I have a housekeeper come in like once every couple of months. Comes in, she saw my clothes and she screamed and ran out with her husband because she couldn't believe. She thought I was Satan.
She thought it was all because
It was all black.
I mean it's funeral.
I had
Everybody
black
wears
plates.
Everybody
Black plates.
Really?
Yeah.
How long's it been
Black
that way?
silverware.
I
Huh?
mean, has it been that way since the 60s?
But the black silverware?
Just the black everything.
Not just the early 80s.
Early 80s. It's in now. I mean, you're a trendsetter
Will you
now.
shut up already? I can't take it anymore. You remind me of me. I love you, but enough. Spike, Jody, you, Rivers,
You
and you.
and you. Hey, Richard,
you're-
great to see you.
you're
I'm going
one
to see
of-
you tonight.
All right,
Yeah,
cool. All right,
be
I'll
out
be
there.
rambling. I'm rambling already. I'm gonna go home and take a nap.
You got to work on that cemetery story.
I don't work on anything. When I hear my name, I don't
That's
know.
it.
I look at the audience. I see
You go.
people with turbans, yarmulkes. I don't care. They're gonna just hear me whatever they look like.
Richard Lewis. Look for the DVD, 4 DVDs. Look for the book.
Bundle of Nerves.
Something from Hell.
Bundle of
And-
Nerves.
And
It's
when
not
does-
out yet. And
when
the
does that
book's
movie
refle-
come out?
The movie, I don't know. I don't ask. You want to
Next
call
year.
Bogdanovich now and ask
It's
him?
called
No, in a couple of months.
Is it? I thought it was 2015. It said on IMDb.
Oh, is it?
Squirrels to
20
Nuts,
oh.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, they
Next year.
changed the title. That's not
Have
was
they?
the- oh, thank God.
Okay.
Yeah.
Richard Lewis
All right,
tonight. The Parlor Live.